Good morning, dear student. Today we will see the next module, module number 2. The topic name is, or module name is conformal transformation and complex integration. So first part is conformal transformation and second part is what here? Complex integration. So first part we'll see as a conformal transformation. So here what do you mean by conformal transformation? We will see a small introduction. Consider a complex valued w is equal to f of z, putting z is equal to x plus iy and w is equal to f of z, which is nothing but u plus iv. But we know that this u and v are function of again what here? X and y. So we have seen this basic definition in the definition of previous model. The complex quantities z is equal to z of x comma y and w is equal to w of u comma v are represented in two separate planes, namely the z plane and the w plane. Next, if set of point x comma y trace a curve c in the z plane and the corresponding point u comma v traces a curve c dash. This is what here? C dash. In the w plane, we say that the curve c is transferred or mapped onto the curve c dash under the transformation w is equal to fz. The corresponding set of point in the two planes are called image of the each curve. So in general I want to say that, so what curve we have z, it will be converted in terms of w. The mapping from z to w is nothing but in general we call a conformal transform. Next, if a transformation preserves the angle between any two curve both in the magnitude sense, then it is a conformal transformation. You can just see the image here. This is z plane, that is x and y, and this is a w plane. So converting c1 as c1 dash, c2 as c2 dash. So actually in general I want to say here, if you draw a line, after solving a line, it may convert to a circle, it may convert to parabola, it may convert to what here? Some other image. So that conversion from z plane to w plane is going to called as what here? Conformal transformation. So more detail we'll see with one of the example. So in this conformal transformation, we have one more transformation called bilinear transformation. In short, it is going to called as BLT. Now, so this bilinear transformation is given by w is equal to az plus b whole divided by cz plus d, where a, b, c and d are complex constant, and we should check the condition ad minus bc should not what here? Equal to 0 is known as bilinear transformation. So we'll see, so based on this w is equal to az plus b divided by cz plus d, we can solve the problems of bilinear transformation. So based on this problem is very important, and one question is sure based on this in the examination also. Now problems. So I will give just a procedure how to simplify this. So finding the bilinear transformations given the image of set of 3 points. We'll get a 3 points here. Working procedure for the problem. For given, they will give 3 w values, we call as w1, w2, w3, and they will give corresponding 3 z values, z1, z2, z3. We use these in bilinear transformation in the form w is equal to az plus b divided by cz plus d. Okay, so this what w1 w2 w3 and z1 z2 z3 we have to apply in this formula. I just written this as in general. So if you are using w1 value, we have to use z1 value simultaneously. We have to prepare this. When you are using w2 value, you have to consider as z2 value only, and we will get this equation. And from w3 we have to use z3 value only, and we'll get, and we have to simplify this, and we have to get from this, from all these three expression we have to simplify. We'll get three equations, and on solving these three equations we have to get the complex constants, that is a1 a b c d, all four values we have to get the values of those, and we substitute here, and once you substitute, so we'll get answer in terms of w is equal to z. So that transformation is nothing but a bilinear. You can observe these three equations. From this w1 w2 w3 will get these all solving and apply all a b c d values in w, we get required bilinear transformation. Okay, now we'll see the equation problem based on the bilinear. Find the bilinear transformation which maps the points z values they have given 1 comma I comma -1 and w is equal to I comma 0 comma -I. So solution, so z value they have given as 1 I and -1. I have taken w value, what they have given I 0 and -1, and we know that bilinear is given by w is equal to az plus b divided by cz plus d. I will give as equation number 1. Now the first value what we have here we'll consider as z1, second value what we have we'll consider as z2, third value what we have here we'll consider as z3. That is 1 I and -1 what they have given. So we have taken z1 z2 z3. Similarly we have to take as a w's also. W1 is I, w2 as 0 and w3 as what here -I. So these all values we have to take one by one. When you take z1 value we have to take w1, when you take z2 value we have to take w2 only, and when you take z3 we have to take w3. Now take this, take first I will choose z1 and w1. z1 is equal to 1 and w1 is equal to I. So apply this z1 and w1 equation number 1. So this w will become I because of this w value, and this z I will take it as 1 because of this value. So use on simplification we will get a plus b upon c plus d. You cross multiply this c plus d to the left hand side. I times c plus d is equal to a plus b, or open the bracket and make one side equation and make as right hand side is 0. So a plus b as it is I have kept. So I into c, if you shift on another side it will be minus I c, and if you shift I into d, if you shift another side, minus I times d equal to 0. We will get a one of the equation. Next, similarly apply z2 value as I, z2 is I, and w2 is nothing but 0. Apply this equation again in what here, equation number 1. So w is equal to what here, 0. I have taken 0, and here z value is how much here, z value is according to this it is I have taken I plus b. Similarly c I plus d. You simplify, you cross multiply c I plus d to the left hand side, it will become 0 into this is 0. So what left, only a I plus b, and we got this. I will give equation number 3. Now similarly take the last value of as z3 and w3 and apply in equation number 1. So it will become minus I equal to a times minus I a times minus 1 plus b divided by c times minus 1 plus d. So on simplification we will get minus a plus b and minus c plus d. You cross multiply this minus c plus d to the left hand side, we have left hand side I here, so it will become minus I times minus c plus d is equal to this minus a plus b. So on simplification we will get this equation number 4. So we got three equations, equation 3, 4 and Now we'll get, simplify, means equation 2 we got, equation 3 we got, equation 4, total 3 equations we got it. So on solving equation 2 and 4, so go back to equation 2 here. What is equation 2? So equation 2 is what here? A plus B minus IC minus ID equal to 0. I have taken here A plus B minus IC minus ID, and equation 4 minus A plus B minus IC plus ID equal to 0. So these two equations you take it, simplify. So plus I and minus plus A and minus A cancels, and minus ID and plus ID cancels. We have left 2 times B minus 2 times IC equal to 0. So on dividing both side 2, will get B minus IC equal to 0. I will do equation number 5. Now rearranging equation 3 and 5. What is equation number 3? Equation number 3 is AI plus B equal to 0, and equation number 5 is B minus IC is equal to 0. So equation number 3 and equation number 5 we have to rearrange. So as A plus AI plus B equal to 0 and B minus IC equal to 0. This is equation number 3, and equation number 5 I have written. So I will rewrite as this AI plus B plus, we don't have here C, so I will write 0 into C equal to 0. Then so second equation, we don't have A, we'll write 0 into A plus B as it is, this B as it is, minus IC equal. Means to simplify by using a cross multiplication method. So we have seen this cross multiplication method. A, so A divided by, means if you A, then divided by the determinant equal to minus B divided by determinant and C divided by determinant. When you want to find the value of A, will hide this A. So what left here? So here left what here? B, 1 into B, 0 into C, 1 into A, and minus 1 into C. So coefficient of B is 1, coefficient of C is 0, coefficient of B is 1, and coefficient of C is minus I. Similarly, when you want to find the value of B, you have to hide B. So coefficient of I is A is I, coefficient of C is 0, coefficient of A is 0, and coefficient of C is minus I. Similarly, to get the value of C, you have to hide the C element here. So at that time what happened? Coefficient of A is I, coefficient of B is 1, coefficient of A is 0, coefficient of B is 1. So you simplify this determinant. So on simplification of this determinant, we will get A divided by minus I, because 1 into minus I is minus I, 1 into 0 is 0. So that's on simplification. On simplification, we will get I into minus I, it will be minus I square, and this simplification will get I. So you simplify this. So this minus and minus cancels, but we have here I square. I square is nothing but minus 1. Therefore the value of A will become minus I, minus cancel, value of B will become I square, but I square is nothing but minus 1, and value of C will be I. So A is equal to minus I, B is equal to, actually I said it will be I square is nothing but minus 1, and C is as a I here. So therefore to find the value of D, so this value you apply in any of the equation. So I have applied in equation number 2. On simplification, so you replace the value of A, B, C, you will get the value of D in equation number 2. So we will get D is equal to minus times 1, and so finally we got A value as minus I, B value as minus 1, C value as I, and D as minus 1. Apply these value in equation number 1. So W is equal to, we will get this complete expression. On simplify, we will get finally a bilinear transformation of given Z value to W value as 1 plus IZ divided by 1 minus IZ.